What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Central. And the Knicks lose yet again as we are doing another recap here. It was 118 to 100 to the Orlando Magic. And it is honestly just amazing to me. By the way, I'm sorry this is going up a day late. I was busy all day yesterday, so ended up watching part of the game. I also have friend of the show here, Matt, who sent me in a couple of tidbits that happened with the game in terms of quarter by quarter what happened, just because I couldn't really watch every single thing that happened in the game last night. But yeah, the Knicks lose, and now it's 4 in a row, and it's getting to the point where I don't even know what to say because this team is dropping bodies like flies. Bodies are going like it's a college party. I just don't understand how this team continues to lose bodies game in and game out. And the good news is the All-Star break's rolling in at the right time because Bojan Bogdanovic didn't play this game. Dante DiVincenzo didn't play this game. Hartenstein's still out. Then there's Robinson, who's been out for a very long time. OG's still been out. Julius has still been out. They're missing pretty much half the roster at this point, and it's like you can't expect them to win these games. You just can't. No matter the opponent, no matter anything. And Orlando's actually a decent team right now, but it's just annoying that they're so close in some of these games too, and they'd win it if they had some healthier, some bodies, like just even one of these bodies. Like if Dante DiVincenzo plays this game, I could see this going differently. But I digress. We're going to talk more about it. Before we do, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Knicks fans. And turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. But yeah, it's just infuriating. Brunson drops 20 in the first quarter, and then he didn't do bad the rest of the way, but 13 points the rest of the way. I love Brunson, but again, like that's just another thing where it's just not going to cut it. Like 13 points the rest of the way. He's got to be the one to step up, but you can't expect him to do it all on his own considering he's been playing too many minutes at this point. I think that's another thing that's taking a toll on guys is Brunson's playing like 35, 40 minutes a game. Achua's playing 40 minutes a game. Hart's playing 40 minutes a game. Sims got almost 40 minutes in this game. You can't expect these guys to perform at a peak level when they are playing this much basketball, and it's just so annoying that this little injury bug here could cost them home court advantage, and not only cost them home court advantage, but that could hurt them down the road if they want to rest starters going into the playoffs here, just to get some guys some extra rest here. They're not going to have that luxury to do that if they slip out of the top 4 seeds here because of the fact. Now, granted, I understand that I shouldn't be that worried of Philly without Joel Embiid. We shouldn't be that worried. Maybe a bit about Indiana, and then Miami maybe too, but it's just infuriating how the amount of injuries there are killing this team. They're just killing this team. Alec Burks, minus 28 on the night. He had 13 points, and I was very happy about Burks coming back. He's just been okay at best since he's come back. Taj Gibson yet again with a nothing burger of a performance, and like it's getting to the point where I know we love Taj and all that, but it's getting to the point where it's hard to even accept what he's giving. And he didn't play that many minutes. He only played like 10 minutes, but he literally gave a nothing burger. And then Jericho says, he actually gave a pretty solid performance with 8 points on the night. Precious Achiuwa, good again on the offensive glass, but nowhere to be found on the defensive glass, really. He had 23 points, so you can't complain with what you're getting from Precious Achiuwa, especially considering the circumstances and considering how he was performing when they got him, and everyone thought of him as just a throw-in in the deal, and nobody thought he'd be some sort of impact player. You're getting good basketball. He's playing better than Josh Hart, who has just been very disappointing lately himself, and he's definitely better of what he's been performing lately. He had 3 rebounds on the night. He had 2 assists, and he only had 4 points. He's way better than this, and they need him to step up big time. Jacob Toppin actually had a pretty solid performance, but again, Deuce was just okay. 2 for 6 from downtown. It's just not going to cut it. They didn't even do great from downtown either. They were 11 for 29 as a team total. And I know, again, you're missing Dante DiVincenzo. It's hard for a team missing one of their best shooters to do better in terms of the 3-point percentage and from downtown, but 11 for 29. It's not even like they got a lot of opportunities. I mean, neither did Orlando here, but I don't know. I don't know what else there is to say. I mean, it's hard to even say anything when it's the same conversation that we just want to see this team healthy. We just want to see them healthy. I mean, they got dominated in the paint again. They got 60 points in the paint. Yeah, that's just not going to work. I mean, the first quarter, the defense wasn't really great to start at all. In the paint, they were allowing too much, especially then. Brunson, 20 points in the first quarter. Hart looked good on both sides of the ball to start the game, but that faded. And the Knicks transition offense, though, looked good. I mean, they did have 15 fast break points in this game, and they were up. They were up after the first quarter. They were up, and that's what's pretty annoying is they were up 36-27. Second quarter, Brunson came off the court to start the quarter, and they just looked lost out there. The defense poor yet again, and this is from Matt, his notes. I'm not gonna take credit here, but too many turnovers as well. Yeah, that's been a thing that this team has done lately. They had 10 in the game, so that makes sense. The offense looked uncreative. Burks and Taj not looking good. The defense not looking good inside the paint, and then even from downtown, they started to let up a bit. Brunson only had 2 points in the quarter, and was double teamed when he came back in. Makes sense because you eliminate him from the game. It's pretty easy to win the basketball game at that point. They were missing DiVincenzo badly. They were outscored 38-19 in the quarter, and the Magic led 65-55 after the Knicks even had that first quarter lead. So they made an adjustment, and the adjustment was simple. Let's double team Jalen Brunson, and it worked. It worked. And the difference here, the Magic were shooting 71% from the field. The Knicks were shooting 46.5% from the field. That's the difference. And then, again, more poor defense. Sloppy with the ball. Sloppy shooting poorly, too. And just, again, the injuries killing them. They were giving up a lot of threes. The Magic were shooting 50% from the three-point line in that quarter. Magic were shooting 64.9% from the field. Knicks were shooting 42.4%, and they were outscored yet again 24-22 there. Magic were up 89-77, and then you get to the fourth quarter. It's the same thing. Poor defense. And Tibbs had to use a quick timeout. Did not matter. Brunson was doing all he could out there and didn't have anyone. Precious was pretty much the only other one that showed up in terms of an effort. And I would say Jacob Toppin, at least from the stat sheet. I don't know, but regardless, they were, the Magic just absolutely held them. After the first quarter, the Magic outscored the Knicks 91-64. You're not going to win that way. They're just not good enough defense. Just not. Yeah, they didn't shoot well from the field. They didn't shoot well from downtown. And the first quarter, outside of that, just an ugly performance. Just an ugly performance. And again, it's hard to get mad when this team's not healthy. Hopefully, they're going to get a lot of bodies back come Thursday against the Sixers in Philadelphia, which is not for a bit. Not for a bit. So they have an entire week off to get guys healthier. I don't think OG's going to be ready. Randall's probably not going to be ready too. But at least get Dante back. Hopefully get Hartenstein back, which it's concerning me now that it was a sore Achilles and he's still out. I hope that's not anything more. I don't think it is, but let's hope not. So, yeah, hopefully Hartenstein's back. And then I don't know if I mentioned Bogdanovich. Hopefully he will be back. So, hopefully getting three three guys back will help, because then Precious could get less minutes, even though he's been falling out lately. But then Jericho Sims could be the backup big, and then Taj Gibson could get out of town here at this point. And then you're looking at it with Hartenstein in the starting lineup. Dante will be back there instead of Burks being the starting off-ball shooter. And then this team might actually have some semblance of, just a basketball team in general that could actually play good, especially with Hartenstein coming back, because they really, really need him back. It is so apparent that they're missing him. And, it scares me too. It scares me, man, because he's a free agent after this year. And what's going to happen if he walks and then they're left with Mitch and Sims there as the backup big? They're going to have to find a way to fill his void, but that's off-season talk there. So, I don't know. This team just needs to get healthy. I just want to see them healthy before I could even judge these games or, have an emotional attachment to these games in terms of if I should be mad or not, because it's hard to be mad when you know the circumstances that they just are not even close to healthy. Not even close. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 rotational pieces in this game, for when the team's fully healthy. 4 guys that would be in the rotation, maybe 5 if you want to include Deuce, but obviously, Brunson, Burks, Achua, and Hart. Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on your notifications too, so you know when I upload or go live here on the channel. And we'll be talking within a week, because maybe I'll do something in between then. Maybe some sort of mini podcast episode talking about this team further, but we'll see. So let me know all your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.